Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And we are underway in Southern California. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. It's Herbert. This pass caught by Hamler. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
At the 12-yard line.
Herbert. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. There he goes left side. The 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff, 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They snap it to Herbert, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
45 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runners get.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
12 yards. And it's 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere. They've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
43, 43,
Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Herbert. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And Troy Pride that time gets the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Mecole Hardman. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That's into the hands of Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to run now. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 games.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Big gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Eckler, they run left side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, it's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Herbert throwing again. And he's got it. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
It's a gain of 2. Complete to Gerald Everett.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Javonte Williams. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Open man here. It's the tight end Kelce. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14.
Chiefs 28, Chargers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to...
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA! It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelce on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Mahomes pass
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Herbert off of play action. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A big loss on the play brings up 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. 20. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams from 13 yards out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
the middle. It's Chubb.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 133 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Chargers.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. Touchdown.
Mike Williams.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go up the middle with Chubb.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And some room to maneuver. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I'll give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure